evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, 3 people have been charged with murder in the death of a child in Bangor.
Neighbors are expressing their shock. Our Matthew Jaroncic has the latest.
Authorities are still investigating the death of a young child that took place on February 18th. According to Bangor Police Detective Brent Bullier, the child was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. Despite efforts, the child succumbed to his injuries that night. The chief medical examiner in Augusta determined the death to be a homicide. The child's parents, Joshua Smith and Jem Bean, and paternal grandmother Misty LaTourette, have since been arrested and charged with depraved indifference murder. They are currently being held at Penobscot County Jail. They'll be arraigned on Friday. Residents along B Street, where the family lived, say it's upsetting that something like this could happen.
Just not understanding why. It just seems senseless, and it's heartbreaking.
Another neighbor says if the allegations are true, it's very disturbing.
Things like this are not okay. And I mean, if you're going to have a kid, why would you even have one? If you have tendencies to, be angry or, go off or something like that. That's just, no kid deserves that.
Candace McCluskey and her significant other live across the street. She says when the police were at the scene, they were celebrating their son's first birthday. She says it's important to cherish every day you're given.
It was kind of uneasy celebrating life, knowing that next door there was such a tragedy, but we're doing okay.
Bangor police say the incident remains under investigation. In Bangor, Matthew Jaroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Fire tore through a camp in Carmel this afternoon. Officials say 1 person occupied the camp, but it's unclear if they live there year-round. They say they believe the fire started on the lake side of the building, and unfortunately, wind was coming off the lake, making for challenging conditions. That was not the only issue, though.
Right now, we're trying to get this thing to cool down. The wind is just going to keep it going, and we're so far down in the woods, literally, challenge getting water in and out. A lot of the equipment's starting to freeze now, too.
The exact cause of the fire is not clear at this time. 1 person was transported for medical treatment, but they could not confirm who it was or the extent of the injuries. Chief Azevedo says they will have to stay on scene for at least a few hours longer as the wind continues to pose a risk of reignition, and they're worried about neighboring properties.
Well, 607 Mainers lost their lives to preventable overdose deaths last year, a decrease from 723 deaths in 2022. One group is hoping to reduce that number even further by providing training to the public on how to administer the overdose reversal drug naloxone, also known by its brand name, Narcan. Mobilize Recovery partnered with the Augusta Food Bank to provide the Narcan training and provided participants with 2 doses. The Augusta Food Bank provides food to around 350 households monthly during their Thursday distribution day. Jonathan Reynolds, a community organizer with Mobilize Recovery, explains why it's important for everyone to be trained on how to administer Narcan, even if you or a loved one don't struggle with substance use disorder.
It's important to have it so you can save someone's life in case you're ever driving down the street and you witness an overdose, or you're ever around somewhere and somebody overdoses. It's always good to have so you can be there to save someone's life. Most people, the way I explain it is if they're familiar with Flonase, the allergy medication, it looks just like Flonase. And it's also administered the same way Flonase is administered to yourself through allergies. The best way to train somebody is just explaining to them that to stay calm.
Reynolds adds you should always call 911 after administering Narcan, and he stressed that Maine has the strongest Good Samaritan law in the nation, so you can't be arrested for most drug-related crimes if you call 911 because of an overdose. For more information or to learn how to get Narcan training, you can find the Maine Recovery Advocacy Project on Facebook.
In Maine, the right to vote and participate in elections is a key tenet of protecting the democratic process. That right is extended to everyone, regardless of race, religion, or disability. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard spoke with Maine's top election official about accessibility in Maine's voting process.
So here in Maine, we do our best to make voting not only safe and secure, but also accessible to everyone.
Secretary of State Shanna Bellows is in charge of elections in Maine. While the system isn't new, Secretary Bellows sometimes hears from people who didn't know the technology existed until Election Day.
In Maine, we use what's called the express vote. It's a machine that helps people vote if they have a disability that precludes them from filling out the paper ballot.
Secretary Bellows adds the accessible voting machines are never connected to the internet. And while they're designed to help people with disabilities, the technology is available for everyone.
Anyone can use the accessible voting machine. So perhaps a viewer at home doesn't have a disability, but they have arthritis in their hands, or they just don't like filling things out and they want to use a touch screen. The accessible voting system is for everyone. Anyone can use it. It does produce a paper ballot because paper ballots are the gold standard in election security.
We asked Secretary Bellows to walk us through the process of using the express vote machine.
So first, there is a blank ballot that you insert into the activator. Today, we're obviously not actually voting. So, do you like Bugs Bunny, Daisy Duck, or Scooby-Doo? I'm a big fan of Scooby-Doo. You touch your selection, and then you go to the next button. Ah, there's a citizen initiative in this one. Do you favor allowing talking animals in Maine to wear top hats and bow ties in public? Yes. So, now I can review my selections. I can verify what I did. I voted for Scooby-Doo for President of the United States, and I voted yes on the referendum question regarding whether animals could wear top hats. Now I print that card. Now that is the card that I placed in the machine. So you then remove it. You can see it voted President of the United States and the Citizen Initiative.
The presidential primary election in Maine is next Tuesday, March 5th. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
More than 500 organizations, businesses, and towns from across the state today urged lawmakers to pass a $30 million Maine Trails bond. If passed, voters could have an opportunity to approve it during the November election. The bill would provide $30 million in grants over 4 years to organizations and towns for motorized, non-motorized, and multi-use trail projects. Funds would be managed by the Bureau of Parks and Lands. This would be the first ever opportunity for Maine voters to vote on a trails bond. Supporters say the rain and wind storms caused flooding and serious damage, increasing the sense of urgency for funding to help communities, trail clubs, and land trusts with the needed repair work.
If this is approved by voters, the $30 million bond would address urgent needs for our trail system. Maine needs and outgoing sources of funding to support clubs and trails. Those longer-term funding discussions are underway, and this bond proposal would provide a bridge to get rid of this, to get us out of this solution. We urge the legislative to put the bond proposal out to voters in November and let them make a decision, which is a good decision, a great investment, and which we believe they will support.
Well, the Appropriations Committee is expected to decide the fate of the Maine Trails bond in the weeks ahead. The bill would then need a 2/3 vote in the House and Senate and the governor's signature to place it on the November 2024 ballot for consideration by Maine voters. So we'll be keeping our eye out for that as well.
In the meantime, as we take a look outdoors today, it was just a very frigid day. Crisp to say the least. That wind chill just tore right through you.
Yeah, it was a little bit brutal, that is for sure. Let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see if things are getting any better for the rest of the night.
Thank you so much, and what a mess we had just 10 hours ago, right? We saw some rain, a little bit of snow on the back end, but overall, though, just a trace to an inch, inch and a half in some spots. Now, visibilities are finally looking good. Right by the coast, 10 miles, Rockland, Bar Harbor into Machias area. We are looking at visibilities at around 10. Here in town, same story, and even up north. Now, we do have still a few of advisories in the area. We do have a wind chill advisory in effect till those morning hours on Friday. And then we do have a wind advisory in effect just west of town. You got to go to Waterville and then down south into Portland area to get into those wind advisories that still have been posted. Hour-by-hour forecast does show these cold temperatures continuing to stick around overnight. We're going to see single digits, folks, mainly in those low to mid single digits with decreasing clouds by those morning hours.
Alrighty, Conrad, thank you so much.
And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, the Department of Public Safety releases a new law enforcement recruitment video. Our Grace Blanchard will show us.
And today is Leap Day, but why do we have leap years at all? Well, our David Ledford was at the Versant Power Astronomy Center to find out. Stick around.
Good luck to the Old Town Coyotes from Sear Bus Line and Sear North Star Tours, providing tours and charters throughout the U.S. and Canada. And Maine Collision Center for all of your collision repair. We help straighten out your life. CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. CEM specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. Whether you need help with older construction, new build-outs, or electrical services, CEM has you covered. CEM is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
Maine QuitLink offers free help to stop smoking and vaping, including personalized quit plans and free patches, gum, and/or lozenges with every program. Get connected to a quit coach, trained to develop a plan that works for you. Learn how to curb cravings and overcome slips and relapses. It's free, it works, and people who enroll are 2 times more likely to successfully quit. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mainequitlink.com.
Don't miss your chance for huge savings on replacement windows during Renewal by Andersen's Leap Year Savings Event. If your windows are warping, sticking, or drafty, don't wait any longer. Call us now and schedule a free window diagnosis. We manufacture, install, and warranty our windows, and our exclusive Fibrex composite material is 2 times stronger than vinyl. Call this number now to save big. This event only happens once every 4 years. Plus, get special financing and installation is always included. Call now. Renewal by Andersen's Leap Year Savings Event ends soon.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The Department of Public Safety unveiled a new recruitment video today. It's one of many efforts to address critical staffing issues at Maine's law enforcement agencies. Our Grace Blanchard has more.
As law enforcement agencies across the state continue to face staffing shortages, the Department of Public Safety has launched a new video that they hope will be a game changer specifically for out-of-state recruiting.
What's so unique about this particular program is it's really about Maine in general.
The Commissioner of Public Safety says their mission is to reach a nationwide audience by marketing Maine as not just a great place to work, but also to live.
Maine, while it's a beautiful place to live, love, and raise families, we are not immune to the staffing issues that you see all over the country.
There are currently over 300 vacancies at police departments, dispatch centers, and correctional facilities across the state. And advocates say the staffing shortages are not only affecting law enforcement.
It's affecting all areas of public safety. We are all struggling to recruit, train, and keep folks in this profession.
The Maine Chiefs of Police Association partnered with students from Husson University to develop this innovative project.
These amazing students were excited to capture the imagery of community service and progressive law enforcement services while showcasing Maine.
I'm confident that once we get our hands on folks, when they come up to the state and they start looking around, they start talking to our professionals, that we're going to keep them.
In Augusta, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, today is February 29th. It's a day that doesn't appear on your calendar very often. While an extra day once every 4 years might seem insignificant, experts say it's not. Our David Ledford has more.
Leap Day. It's a footnote on many desk calendars, an extra day in February that comes with each leap year. But why? We sat down with University of Maine astronomy expert Sean Lotch to find out.
Leap year is to balance out our calendars. The Earth takes 365.25 days to orbit the sun. Every 4 years, we add that extra quarter day.
Lotch says this is because a large portion of the world uses the Gregorian calendar, a solar dating system.
Our sense of time is measured by things in the sky. People today, I don't think often think of that. They think of their clock. But, you know, we started off by, measuring things in the sky, the rotation of the Earth on its axis, our revolution around the sun.
Lotch says if we didn't have leap years, our calendar system wouldn't make sense anymore. Seasons would begin to drift, and things like holidays wouldn't fall where we expect them to.
The New Year's Day, or for instance, Christmas or Easter or other things like that, they will start to shift, and pretty soon they would be several months off. It would get warmer and warmer, and it'd end up being like springtime when you actually had Christmas.
February 29th comes once every 4 years, with an exception that involves a bit of math. Leap years divisible by 100 but not 400 are skipped. That means the last skipped leap year was in 1900, and we won't skip another one until 2100. In Orono, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Makes you feel like a leap year expert after watching that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I never knew so much about it before.
That's amazing.
Thank you, David.
All right, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Rennie's is expanding and coming to the Bangor area, and they hosted a hiring event today.
And in sports, Mount View boys basketball gearing up in hopes of winning their first gold ball in nearly 40 years. We'll have that story right after the break.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
Congratulations to Hamden for making it to this year's big game from Healing Hands Massage in Hamden. And Leo & Sons Auto Repair, a family-owned business providing fast and dependable auto repair services.
Hello, I'm Chris Berman. If your car is out of warranty or close to expiring, you could get stuck paying thousands. But when you have CarShield, you'll never pay for expensive car repairs again. And that's why I'm a CarShield customer.
Call 800-913-6219.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to start with some hoops because, of course, we are. We are now under 24 hours away from the high school gold ball games getting underway, and we will head down to Thorndike right now to check out the Class C North boys champions from Mount View. The 7th-seeded Mustangs winning their first regional title since 1987 on Saturday over top seed Calais after knocking off the 2 and the 3 seeds previous 2 rounds. Even with their seeding, they played nothing but Class B schools in the regular season, aside from just 3 games. So for the Mustangs, this provided them a distinct advantage over their fellow Class C schools come tourney time.
We saw some of the top talents in the state play this year, and it definitely helps us, and it makes us stronger as a team.
When you're playing Madomic, Lincoln Academy, Oceanside, it only makes you stronger, makes you faster. And as I've been continuously saying, it certainly has battle tested us and prepared us for the tournament.
All right, so Saturday in Augusta, Mount View faces Monmouth for the state game, a team that they say is the best they've seen in the tournament, but not all year. So if the Mustangs stick to their fast, in-your-face style of play, they believe they'll bring home that gold ball, a crowning moment for a squad that has grown up with each other in a community that loves them so much.
I think it would mean everything to me and our community. It's been 37 years and we were able to do it. It's been amazing.
It's the ultimate goal and it's the ultimate prize that we've been focused on from day one of last year, and we're hoping that's the result.
It'd mean everything to people that I grew up with playing, and to win it with them, it'd just be amazing.
All right, let's stay on the court here. Maine Women's Hoops has a big one tonight, and then they follow up with another big one on Saturday, both of these games at home. The Black Bears will host the Binghamton Bearcats tonight. Due to a power outage in Orono, that game will tip off at 7 p.m. at the Cross Center. If Maine wins out, they can clinch the regular season title on their home floor at the Pit on Saturday. But in order to win out, they need to win tonight against a good Bearcats team. So despite Maine's 59-56 win the last time these two met, Binghamton has kept that offense somewhat at bay, so they're looking for some easy points tonight in order to win.
Binghamton's a really good team, and their record, I don't think, really reflects as good as they are. They have a lot of really great players, and so for us, you know, when we played them down there, offensively, we really struggled. So trying to figure out some ways to make it easier for us to get some baskets, and you know, that's what we've been working on.
All right, let's talk some hockey now. After quarterfinals on Tuesday for Class B North boys hockey, those semifinal matchups are set, but there has been a location change. Rather than both semifinal games being played in Presque Isle, those games will now be at the Jack Kelly Rink at Colby College in Waterville. On Saturday at 5:30, Camden Hills versus Old Town Orono will be our first semifinal game. Then at 7:30 p.m. following that one is Coney, Monmouth, Erskine, Mount Plew, Richmond versus Hamden Academy. Wishing all of those teams the best of luck. That is all the time we have for sports, though. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, and we are finally clearing up, right? Not the south, though. They are not as lucky. We do still have some rain down south, even a little bit of snow in northern Texas into Oklahoma area with those cooler temperatures. They're not going to be here for long. Now, a little bit of lake effect snow in the region. For us, mainly just clouds, a couple of flurries here and there. Overall, though, most of that heavier precipitation is long gone. Finally, right? It was like 2 days of that rain in the area, and then just a little bit of snow on the back end, generally around less than an inch to an inch and a half in most locations. But get ready. Don't put away those umbrellas just yet. We are looking at more rain moving in. This is going to happen in those afternoon hours on Saturday, lasting into Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday. We're looking at cloudy skies and at least some sprinkles in the area. Now, how much rain are we going to get, right? That's the main question. This is how much we're looking at. Around 3/4 of an inch in town, right by the coast. Around 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch stretching from Bar Harbor, Machias into Rockland. And then up north, you got to go Greenville, Millinocket area. Looks like they're going to get just under 1/2 inch of rain. But temperatures are going to be warm, near record highs. So, of course, this is going to be more on the rain form instead of snow. For now, though, winds are very gusty. Check this out. 18-mile-per-hour sustained winds in town. Bar Harbor's at 15. Machias is at 21. So all over the state, we're looking at very gusty winds. Look at Waterville. They are in those wind advisories. 22-mile-per-hour winds at the moment. 20 to 22 with wind gusts around 35 to even 40 miles per hour. Things will be improving, though, overnight tonight. And then by tomorrow afternoon, once again, we're going to see a breeze, not quite as windy as what we're looking at today, but we're still going to see wind gusts around 25 miles per hour. Now, what a winter, right? This is one we got to remember for the rest of our lives. Record highs pretty much every other day. I feel like I've been saying this all over the area. Midwest, upper Midwest, up into Canada once again. We're getting that push of warmer air, and all that warm air, of course, will be here very, very soon. You got to go into Alaska. You got to take a flight, maybe drive drive if you want. It's going to take a couple days. Canada until Alaska area, that's where those bitterly cold temperatures are. And that cold air is locked up north. It's not really going to be coming down anytime soon. For tonight, though, yes, it's going to be cold, but then it's going to get warmer. We're looking at single digits outside overnight, decreasing clouds, but check out that wind. We're looking at a northwest wind gusting even up to 25 miles per hour. So you know what that means, right? Cold temperatures, windy conditions as well. It's just going to feel like we're around 10 below by tomorrow morning. So you want to bundle up by that morning commute. Overall, though, we're going to rebound. A little below average still. Upper 20s outside, sunny skies, and that light breeze will be continuing. Our extended forecast outlook does show near record highs in the area Sunday, Monday into Tuesday with more chances of rain.
All righty, Conrad, thank you.
All right, and there is still more to come. Stay with us.
SNAP-Ed is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program education. The nutrition programming is provided by nutrition educators who really understand their communities.
This work requires partnerships because it's about supporting the community.
The things that we teach people, I know it makes a huge impact. What we do is not just good for people who receive SNAP benefits, but for the whole community.
Are your basement walls bowing, crumbling, or failing? Hi, I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. All things basementy. Our stable lock wall system offers a patented, affordable, and permanent solution to save your foundation walls. It stabilizes, fills voids, and structurally repairs, leaving a new smooth surface. All the strength of new walls. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Every time you shop at Hannaford, you help us promote inclusivity, opportunity, and a sense of belonging in every store. You help us build a culture where leaders reflect our diverse communities, where veterans forge new career paths, and where our employees and neighbors alike can find their voice. Together, we're not just feeding families, we're strengthening communities. Hannaford Supermarkets, greater than groceries.
Finally tonight, a Maine adventure is coming to the Queen City. Rennie's is opening a new location in Bangor, and they're looking for adventurers to join their team. Today, the company hosted a hiring event at its new location, 46 Springer Drive here in Bangor. That's the site of the former Christmas tree shop. Members of the Rennie family had the opportunity to conduct on-site interviews with potential employees during today's event. They're looking to hire around 50 people to help run the store in Bangor.
We work with our customers, we're out here on the floor, we do the freight during the day, we don't do overnight crews or anything like that. This is all when we're open, and we're looking for people to join us, full-time, part-time, whatever they want to do.
Rennie's new Bangor location is scheduled to open to the public on April 4th. Definitely excited to have a Rennie's close to home.
Yeah. I've only heard all of the legendary things about the store, so it's really great to know that they're coming right here into our backyard.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of people are excited as well.
I've definitely done, more than my fair share of Christmas shopping in there and just shopping in general. It's super fun to just go in and look around. They have great stuff.
Yeah, all right, well, it's going to be great to get an inside look when they are getting closer to opening.
Absolutely. In the meantime, folks, that's going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care. We hope you have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.